Students, today we will going to start with the quadratic equations, okay, and over there we will going to see the few steps for completing the second method, that is completing the square method apart from quadratic equations in the factorization. We have done with the factorization. Now today we will going to see the next method, which is called as completing the square method. So let's start. Today we will going to start with the solution of a quadratic equation by completing the square method. So what do you mean by completing the square method? We will going to see few steps of it, and you can say it is few tips of it. Okay, so let's start. The first step which I have written over here is that you need to check the coefficient of x square. I am talking about x square. It has to be 1. It has to be what? 1. If x square is not equals to 1, then you have to make it into 1. The very first step, please keep it in mind that it has to be 1. If it is not at all 1, then you have to make it at 1 by dividing on both the sides of the coefficient x square. Okay. The very next step is that find the term to be added by using the formula, and the formula would be 1 upon 2 multiplied by coefficient of x the whole square. And I repeat again, I am just going to repeat once again that the second step is find the term to be added by using the formula 1 upon 2 multiplied by coefficient of x the whole square. Okay. So in the very third step, that is add and subtract the term found in step 2. So whatever we have found in the step 2, we need to add or subtract, because due to which the addition of the first three terms becomes a complete square. To make it complete square, we need to add and subtract the things, that is whatever we are getting from step 2. Our next step, fourth step, is express first three term as a complete square. So we have to express first three terms as a complete square and send the remaining two constant term to the RHS, that is right hand side. So we have to send the remaining two constant term into the right hand side. Am I clear? Our fifth step is very easy and simple, that take square root on both the sides. We need to take square root on both the sides. Our sixth and the final step is find the value of x and write the final answer. So in the last step, we have to find out the value of exactly x, and then the final answer will be there in front of you all. Am I clear this to everyone? So students, now we will going to solve with the exercise 3.2, and in that particular question, it is already written that solve the following quadratic equations by completing the square method. So by completing the square method, we need to solve the equations which is given in your textbook. Okay, and these all questions will going to ask you for exactly 3 marks. So please concentrate while solving it. Do not miss out any other steps. If you miss out, don't forget to rewind it again the video and just clear your doubts step by step. So let's start. So students, as you can see it very well, this is the question which is given on the board. That is, the first one is x square plus x minus 20 is equals to 0. So we need to find out this particular sum with the help of the completing square method. But our first step is that, the first step was that to check the coefficient of x square, it has to be 1. So x square, the value of x square is what over here? Is 1. So the first step is done. Okay. So on the other hand, what is the next step? The second step which I have told you just before it is that find the term to be added by using the formula 1 upon 2 multiplied by coefficient of x the whole square. Okay. It is the second step. So let's start. So now, first of all, as the first step is done, the second step we need to complete it, and we need to write here that term to be added I hope you understood the term to be added. What term we have to add it is half multiplied by coefficient of x, correct? Half multiplied by coefficient of x the whole square. Okay, so now how you need to solve this now? Is equals to half will be as it is. So what is the coefficient of the x over here? The coefficient of x is 1. So we just need to take 1 the whole square. Okay, and then what will be the answer? Of course, anything which you will going to multiply with 1, you will get, of course, 1 upon 2. Okay, square. Alright. After this, what will be the answer? 1 upon 4. Because 1 upon 2 multiplied by 1 upon 2 gives you 1 upon 4. So this is your answer which I have written here. Am I clear? So after completing the second step, we will going to see the third step. The third step is telling that add and subtract the term found in the step 2. So in the step 2, we have found 1 upon 4. Okay. So we need to add this, or we need to subtract this, and we need to subtract this, both the things, and we have to complete it according to the square. Okay. So let's start. So now what I will do, x square, therefore x square plus x. Okay. Now plus 1 upon 4, which we have done on the second step, minus 1 upon 4 minus 20 is equals to 0. So now students, we need to separate this particular term and this particular term, and we need to send this particular term on the right hand side as per our steps which is followed on the step number 4. Okay. So on the other hand, what we need to do in the very next step, therefore, so this particular thing will be x plus 1 upon 2 the whole square is equals to, this will going to be sent on the right hand side. So henceforth the things will be 1 upon 4 plus 20. Okay. Now the next step will be x plus 1 upon 2 the whole square is equals to, now see students, please concentrate here. 4 multiplied by 20 gives you how much? 80. 4 multiplied by 20 gives you what? 80. So like that only we need to write 80 plus 1 upon 4. What I did? I just multiplied with this term. 4 multiplied by 20, I got 80 and plus 1. Okay. So that's it. That is easy. That much easy it is. So the next step will be x plus 1 upon 2 the whole square is equals to 80 plus 1 upon 4. Okay. Next step will be x plus 1 upon 2 the whole square is equals to 80 plus 1 gives you 81 upon 4. Okay. Next one is, by taking the square root on both the sides, we will get x plus 1 upon 2. This square root is done. 9 upon 4 plus and minus. Here you can write taking out square root. Okay. Now our next step will be x plus 1 upon 2 is equals to 9 upon 2. This is the another thing, and this is the another one, that is x plus 1 upon 2 is equals to minus 9 upon 2. Okay. So in the previous step I have written like this. if you really remember, I have written plus minus 9 upon 2 by taking the square root, correct? So I have bifurcated this with the positive and with the negative. So now students, x is equals to minus 1 upon 2 because I have changed 1 upon 2's position. Okay. So by sending 1 upon 2 on the right hand side, I will get minus 1 upon 2 plus 9 upon 2 because it is already in the plus sign. On the other hand, if I will going to send plus 1 upon 2 on the right hand side, so I will get minus 1 upon 2 minus 9 upon 2 as it is. Okay. So now students, as you can see, the denominator is the same. So I have taken common over here. And then minus 1 plus 9. Okay. Or here on the other hand, x is equals to minus 10 upon 2. How come? Minus minus gives you plus, right? So minus 1 and minus 9 gives you minus 10. So this particular thing is happened over here. And again I have taken the common denominator, that is 2 over here. Am I clear? So now students, I have written x is equals to 8 upon 2 or x is equals to minus 10 upon 2. Now by taking out the division method, we are getting what? X is equals to 4 or x is equals to minus 5. So now students, you can see and write the last statement, that is the roots of the given quadratic equations are 4 and minus 5. So in the initial stage, you will find it a little bit difficult, but as and when you will going to follow all the steps which I have explained in this video particularly, so step by step you will come to know how to solve it. And it is not possible for you also to solve it very thoroughly in the very first sum. So for that reason, you need to make a practice on a regular basis. Okay. So if you have any doubts regarding the sums, you please free to ask me in the comment box so that I can touch your doubts very properly and I can clear with the next session of video. Thank you students. Students, as we have already solved exercise 2.3 of the question number 1, there is always another alternative method. Okay. So in this particular thing, we will going to start an alternative method where you can compare the coefficients in the given questions. Okay. So let's start. Have a look now. So now this is the alternative method. Over here you can very well see this is the question, that is x square plus x minus 20 is equals to 0. Over here, I have written the another step, that is x square plus x plus k. Okay. And is equals to, k means what? It is a constant value. Okay. So x plus a the whole square on the RHS, that is right hand side. So if we were going to solve this particular term, we will going to write like this, because as you know the term called a plus b the whole square is equals to a square plus 2ab plus b square. This is the formula which I am trying to tell you, and as it is written x plus a the whole square, you can write x square plus 2ax plus a square. Alright, and this will be as it is. It is the constant value. K is the constant value. So now students, you can see the comparing the coefficients we are get. So now if 1 is equals to 2a, okay, and k is equals to a square. So what will be the value of 1 here? A is equals to 1 upon 2. Okay. By substituting the value over here, we are getting k is equals to, a is written over here. So the value of a is here is 1 upon 2. 1 upon 2 the whole square, because square is over here. So the things will be is equals to 1 upon 4. K is equals to 1 upon 4. So till the last step we have done, that was the step for the second step, correct? So wherein we got k is equals to, constant is equals to 1 upon 4. So we will going to add and subtract this 1 upon 4 on this side, on the left hand side. And after that, what we need to do? The same which we have done earlier also. Okay. So see. So now this is the step. X plus 1 upon 2 the whole square is equals to 20 I have taken. Means I have sent this particular thing on the right hand side, that is RHS. So 20 plus minus 1 upon 4, here if it will send it to the right hand side, it will be 1 upon 4. So with that, now we need to take out the squares, and before taking out the squares we need to add this, that is 20 multiplied by 4 gives you 80 plus 1 upon 4. Okay, 20 multiplied by 4 gives you 80. Therefore, x plus 1 upon 2 the whole square is equals to 81 upon 4. So the next step will be, therefore, x plus 1 upon 2 is equals to 9 upon 4 by taking square root. Taking out square root. Okay. So this is the only thing. Now what we have to do? So the next step will be x is equals to minus 1 upon 2. Why minus 1 upon 2? Because this particular 1 upon 2 is being sent on the right hand side. Exactly, students. And the same thing is written as it is. Okay. Then. So now students, x is equals to minus 1 upon 2 plus 9 upon 2, or x is equals to minus 1 upon 2 minus 9 upon 2. By taking this in a different, one will be the positive, another will be the negative. What we are getting then? X is equals to 8 upon 2, or x is equals to minus 10 upon 2. Okay. By dividing on both the sides, we are getting x is equals to 4, or x is equals to minus 5. So just this was the another alternative method. So in the alternative method also, you just need to focus on the step second, and that's it.